Hello, hello. Welcome back or welcome to Soul Whispers with Michelle. I am so happy to have you here with me. This is a soul-led message, which means if it doesn't resonate deep within you, if you're fighting the story in any sort of way, leave it behind for the soul that it is meant to find. It's of note that sometimes these messages, while the message itself is clear, it doesn't make sense to me because it's not my message. So if you feel as I'm getting lost in it or something doesn't make sense to me, just because it doesn't make sense to me doesn't mean it's not right for you if it resonates, right? All right. May love hold you. May truth guide you. And may you be released from what is not yours. And so it is. All right, let's begin, my friends. All right. You are currently in the season of Spirit Link. Interesting. Divinely guided. Oh, this feels really powerful. This feels like somebody who is literally in the season of a spiritual awakening of some sort. This is for somebody whose soul is coming online. When I say coming online, I just mean that you now recognize that there's an inner voice within you. And soul whispers speak very calmly. They're not loud. They are not negative. They don't have an emotional negative tone. It's just truth. So this is what I feel like is coming online for the soul this message is for. You are moving away from heart's desires. True intentions. Sing along to your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. So this is very interesting, but what this actually feels like is you're moving away from being played. It's like you're moving away from, instead of being the person who plays the violin, it's like you are the violin. All right, I'm going to keep going with that or with this, but I'm also trying to see, okay. You're moving away from being played. And it feels like you're plucking your own strings of destiny. Yeah, that's what it's like you're moving away from other people's music and are instead going to be playing yours. Okay. You are stepping into answers unfold. Makes sense, right? That when you are, when you stop being played by other people, I don't mean play, like when I say being played, I'm talking, let me rephrase this because that doesn't resonate. When other people's, this is hilarious. Okay, words, Michelle. Here we go. Okay. That the answers are going to unfold because you're no longer listening to other people's music, you're listening to your own. So instead of listening to somebody else's soul whisper, meaning the music that came out of them, right? It's beautiful, but it's like, but you have your own music to play. And this is where I feel like answers are starting to unfold for you because you're figuring out what music you're going to play. Okay, what expression you're going to have, what direction you're going to go, what kind of life you want to have, as opposed to being it's not that you can't see other people and connect to something. In fact, that is the reflection, to see something and be like, oh, I connect with that. That's what I want. But it's quite another to kind of, people who are really living their dream, their energy is quite contagious because they really love what they're doing. And so what can happen sometimes is, because they feel so good, because they're in their alignment, so to speak, you're like, oh, that must be right for me because this is how I feel when I'm with them. And then it may not, right, like that feeling may go away when you do it yourself away from this person. And it's because that resonance that you felt was that this person connected with something that they truly love and that they're in their dharma, so to speak. That's what you connected with. It wasn't what they were doing. Now, your mind may have made that logical connection, like, oh, I feel this way, it must be that. And this is how I feel like these answers unfold when you start, again, writing your own music, playing your own songs. Okay. The purpose of this current phase is to learn or experience higher wisdom. I feel like that speaks for itself. But yeah, there's definitely this, like, you're moving into something more higher vibrationally aligned. All right. You are being asked to embody the right track. Okay, you're being asked to go down that path. Okay, with this spirit link, like I said, your soul feels like it's coming online. I think it's coming online because you have already started to leave other people's music behind, so to speak. We're using that as a metaphor. And going down this path and embodying this steady progress is going to help this spirit link, or help you come online a little bit more. If you resist this change, okay, the change being your soul coming online and playing your own music, if you resist this change, it will lead toward new heights, growth potential. Now, that may seem like it's, well, I guess, okay. What I was going to say, the growth potential, and that's what I'm more drawn to with it, is that if you don't follow it, you're going to have what you may deem as a negative experience. It's not meant to be a negative experience. It's just that there's wisdom through it, right? There's wisdom to be like, this is, that wasn't the right path, right? And so the growth potential is learning, okay, I did that wrong. And so if you resist, there's still going to be growth for you, but instead of it being a little bit more, to feel more ease and flow and less of a nervous system activation, or less, just experiences that might not feel very good. Yes, they teach us something, right? But why not alleviate pain points when you can? And so it feels like if you resist, that's why that growth potential is showing up, because you're going to have to learn that wasn't the right choice. And I think it's because, like, I'm kind of getting a little laugh from your soul that, like, this is why your soul's coming online. This is, you chose this. You wanted this. Okay. Maybe you asked, maybe you invoked it. Maybe you said, and so it is. And so your soul, like, came online. And you can't put it back in the box. So now that it's come online and your awareness is awakened and the subconscious is really coming to the surface, this is why it's important to follow the track. And you may not be used to it because you may not have trusted this voice before, but something is different. So it feels like this voice is a little bit more trustworthy, or that you can trust it more than you have in the past. Now, there's something to that though, that maybe it wasn't actually the whisper, or even if it was your soul whisper, you had to experience that in order to get to the next thing. So it's not like you've done anything wrong. But I do think that there's just more ease, grace, and flow that is wanting to come in with you following your own music. All right. Let's see. Right now, wait, is that what I'm at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, I lied. This is what would happen. New heights and the growth potential is actually what happens when you, I'm sorry guys, this is, like I said, a new spread for me. Everything I just said is correct, but this is, instead of it being this pain point or growth because you didn't learn, the resonating energy is that you're going to be taken to new heights. And the growth potential, instead of being growing from the pain point, like, bone breaking, and when it not grows back, but when it heals, it's actually stronger. It's not that. It's more that there's just a potential for you to grow further. There usually is pain points associated with growth, even like when we're growing as children. Like I remember my brother, when he was getting taller, like he would say his legs hurt. I don't remember that necessarily, but I'm just saying, even muscles, right? When muscles grow, they're actually tearing apart and then they fill in. So it's like you're breaking it down for it to grow back. So that's actually what, if you go with this flow, if you go with your soul whisper, you are going to get taken to new heights. There is going to be growth there. If you resist, we have real promise. Release the chains of the past and dance to the rhythm of possibility. So that's where we get the chains. And I actually like it. It's like, release the chains of the past. If you don't go with this flow, if you don't listen to the soul whisper, if you don't choose your own music, to create your own music, you're going to be chained to other people's ideas. And I feel like stagnant, like you're just not going to be able to move. Okay. Right now it would help you to wish granted. Highest good. The outcome may not be exactly what you want, but it's what you need. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I think it's that it would help you to focus on the highest good. And I also, something is coming back from what I said earlier in this message about this is a wish granted. That's what this feels like. It would help you to know that this is all happening because of something that you've wished for or wanted to happen. So interesting. Like, I really wonder what you're doing or going through that this is all coming out. Anyway, interesting. All right. Now, the mindset that will help you through this season is going forward. Going forward, manifest the new. Don't dwell on the past, but focus on creating a brighter future. I really get the impression that whatever this collective is, you've been through a lot. And I don't know if it is ideas of I think it might be a lot. Okay. I think it might be a culmination of all these things, but like, moving forward is not dwelling on the past, and taking all of the lessons that you learned and then just leaving those pain points behind. The reason I say that is because those pain points are the things that chain you. Okay. When we said, if you don't move with this flow, that the chains are going to be stuck to you and you're not going to be able to go. That's why it's important to have the mindset of moving forward so that you do not get stuck, stagnant in the current energy for a longer period of time than is necessary. It's like everything is necessary, but it's your choice, like the timing of it all. Meaning, do you want to move on? Sometimes it's like, what, I need a day. I'm angry. I'm giving myself a day, and then I will get back to my, whatever. You don't have to wait a day. You can wait 5 minutes. You can wait an hour. You can wait a week. Like, it's up to you how you want to go forward. But know that that is your choice. It is a choice to decide to move forward, and your soul can't give you the next step, which is why you stay stuck until you learn the lesson, unchain yourself to move forward. Okay. And lastly, we have, you will know you're on the right path when divine flow. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay. I think that you'll see that you're receiving a lot. Okay. Like when you're following your soul's path. Okay. This is what you'll know that you're following your soul's path when everything starts really flowing. Now, remember, this is a season. So there are times when there's more flow and there's less flow. We go in seasons of life. You're not doing anything wrong. It just is. So, but in this particular season of your life, you'll know that you're on the right track when there's a divine flow. And what this means is like synchronicities kind of just show up. It's interesting because I said this in another video too, but it's like you thought you were late, but that actually ends up working out in your favor. Okay, there's a flow to that. Or maybe you think you're going to be late, but something opens up. Maybe this is interesting, and this could be directly for someone, but like the speed limit might change. So instead you thinking you're going to be late, and then you notice that the speed limit on the road or the highway that you go down is increased, and now you bought yourself some time. Now, I'm not saying these have to be the exact examples. These are extremes, and I just want to kind of open up the door to show you how this divine flow can work for you, or how you know you're experiencing it. But it's that type of thing where everything is just flowing in synchronicity, okay, in resonance. This is your soul message. So if you felt like this supported you and you would like to support me back, my Venmo and PayPal are located in the description. If you would like to support me in a free way, liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel really, really help. And I really appreciate it.